Hey, good morning. So I just wanted to show you my 12-week year preparation. I have spent the morning preparing for my 12-week year that I'm going to begin tomorrow. So my week will start on a Monday. But the first thing I did since I listened to the book, I went through and listened again to all the bits and pieces on how to actually put the week together and on buffer blocks and strategic planning and um, all the fun things like that. And I got to tell you, it's a little overwhelming, but we're about to embark on. But it's exciting. But I am a little nervous. Not gonna lie, that I'm going to be able to actually do this every single day. Just history. But I'm gonna give it my all. So I just wanted to show you just some like rough work that I did, just so you know. I went through and probably can't see it all, but I have three goals that I'm going to be working towards, and I just wrote down all the tactics that I wanted to do and what weeks they're going to get completed in. Um, and what I liked about doing this, and I've heard this before but never really did it, was to write down, like, once you get your tactics kind of lined up and you know what you're going to be doing, what struggles you might encounter to get these done week after week. And so you write down, like, what will you struggle with, and how will you overcome that struggle. So it's kind of like expecting things, not things to go wrong, but expect, like, yourself, and you know what you have trouble with now, so it's not really going to change magically when you start this 12-week year. So it's, how are you going to overcome this so that you don't get behind in the year and that you can continue on to do it. So here's my I'll give you an example of one of my struggles. So on my struggles, one of my tactics is to, like, not take my phone to bed with me, because that is actually one of my goals this year. But I have done that a few times already this year, and I really don't like that habit because I always wake up in the morning more tired, and it's never worth it. Like, it's just, I don't know why I do it to begin with, but I do. And so how will I overcome this? Well, I'm going to charge it away from my bed on the dresser every night. Um, and what happens, I put my daughter to bed, and then um I'll, like, be on the phone or whatever till it's my bedtime, because it's not very far apart, because I go to bed pretty early. And but what happens is I take it to bed, and then I fall asleep, or I just keep on it. So what I'm going to do is, after I get my daughter to bed, I'm putting the phone away. That's it. That's when it goes on the charger. So I'm done on the phone when my daughter goes to bed. And also, I'm going to have a good book that I want to read, because I read a lot of personal development and books like that, but some of them are not that exciting, and reading them at night is not really that. I'd rather be on my phone. So I'm going to make sure that it's books that I'm really interested in and that I want to learn about at nighttime on my nightstand, because I read at night and in the morning, and it's two different books because I read in two different locations. And instead of trying to remember books from one spot to another, I just read two different books. So I'm going to make sure the book that I'm reading at night is one I'm really interested in and want to continue on. So that's an example of a struggle and how I plan on overcoming it. So hopefully it works. And in this 12-week year, there's buffer blocks. So if you can see it, I have other stuff written on there. But so that's basically menial activities that don't really have that. They are not very high value. And I have a ton of them every day. Now, this isn't every single day, but I just wrote a list of all of these menial activities that I do. And so each day I'm just going to schedule some, or, like, starting in the beginning of the week, I'm going to schedule these tasks a bit by bit each day so that they all get done. And some are daily and some aren't. But that way I have this scheduled time between a half an hour and an hour to get all of these tasks done. And then they don't drag on. And then, because a lot of the times I just won't do them, and then I'll have, like, a ton to do all at one time, and it takes way longer than it should. So by having that scheduled time each day to do it, I think I have a much better chance of actually doing them. So I just have an ongoing list of all the tasks that are very low value that I still need to do, throughout the week. And so after all of that, I have my goals. So I wrote down my goals on each I have 3 goals, and I wrote them down on each card. And so I'll just tell you what my goals are. One of them is to lose 20 pounds in this 12-week year, this first period. One is to earn $4,000 a month, get my income up. And the other one is to improve my relationship with my kids. So all of these goals are ones that I've already set for this year, but they're just kind of, they're kind of more specific for this time frame. And yeah, so I just wrote down when they're due, like which week you're going to start them, which week you're going to finish them. And I just have this little column here so I can either check mark each box. So each one of these lines is a week. So I can just check mark that box or color it in or something, just saying that it's completed, so that when I do my weekend kind of tally on how I've done, then it's easier to see on here. And the last but not least I've been working on this morning is a weekly schedule. Now, I'm thankful that we only schedule a week at a time because, like I said, it's kind of overwhelming. But when I just focused on 1 week, it's like, okay, it seems like a lot, but I guess we'll see at the end of the week how much it is and if it was actually attainable. So I'll show you my week. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it or anything, but I'll just give you a show. So I don't know if you could see this, if you could see it, but I put in all the daily tasks, like from these tactics. Some of them are daily, some of them are weekly, some of them are even monthly. But I put all the daily ones there, and then I fit in the weekly tasks. And I also put in a buffer breaks, and I just had a few things for each day on what I will do during those buffer blocks, which I might add to, like, throughout the week, or I might add on each day because I don't know what I'm going to get done the week before or the day before. I find the buffer blocks you can kind of use them to, depending on the day, what actually needs to get done, but it's low value. Like laundry, like I don't know what specific day I'm going to be doing the laundry, so when I fold it, I don't know exactly what day that it will be, but I kind of fit it in when I thought it would be. And then my strategic planning session, so that's 1 3-hour block where you kind of well, I'm using it to review the week, to plan the next week, and to score to score my previous week. And I think I'm going to use it as a WHAM session. So that will be on Sunday. So I think I'm going to do my WHAM sessions on Sunday on live on YouTube here. Excuse me. So those WHAM sessions are the weekly accountability meetings that I'm going to try to do live stream right here on my channel. And I also have reading in there because a 3-hour block. So if I finish all of the tasks that I had so far in that strategic block, if I have time left over, then I'm going to read. I don't know, I might change. And that's pretty much what I've been up to this morning. That's my planning, my prep that I've done. It's taken a long time, but I'm hoping that each week won't take so long because I kind of was developing my goals and tasks and tactics and all that and doing these cards. And, so I don't think it'll take that long every single week, but she's a lot. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed of doing this, it's okay, I think, because I am a little bit, but I think it's going to be a really good thing. And if I get all this done each day, wow, I'm going to be way more ahead than I was the day before. Anyways, so there you go. The 12-week year. I've planned week 1 of my 12-week year, and hopefully you've planned it too, or maybe you're already doing it, or maybe you're thinking about doing it. But yeah, let's go for it, I say. Yeah, we can't be any worse off than we already are, right? So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.